What's the difference between the attorneys who are booking all of those appointments after workshops and they're converting those consultations into star clients versus the attorneys who kind of aren't? Stories. Stories is where it's at. The attorneys who use stories in their workshops, in their meetings, in their consultations, these are the attorneys who are raking in all the dough and getting all the clients because they are influencing people to take that next step. In this video, I'm going to share with you just how much economic value a story can have and how you can use stories for your law firm. And just be prepared to be inspired to use stories at your next workshop, at your next consultation, at your next meeting.
The attorneys who use stories get a lot more interaction out of their audience, and because we get the backstage pass, right? We get to see how successful they are. The attorneys who are a lot more into stories make a lot more money off of the people who are there because more people are signing up for consultations and appointments versus the attorneys who, on the other side, who clearly do not want to talk and share stories, and they're focusing only on their PowerPoint or the facts or the stats. I've been to those workshops and they're painful. Now, storytelling has been around forever, basically. First form of communication, that's how way back in the day, way back in caveman days. How long has PowerPoint been around? 30 years. So that just comes to show which one is our brain most able, like which one is more adapted, PowerPoint or storytelling. I just had to include this because it's very powerful. Rob Walker, he wanted to see if there really was any economic value behind storytelling. So what he did was that he bought about 200 items, like junk items, off of eBay that were maybe $1 each, maybe less. Like these are some examples. He turned around and he asked 200 different authors to write a story off of each of those items. So then he went back onto eBay and he sold every single item with their stories. He spent about $130, right? But after he sold all of those junk items with their stories, $8,000. So he proved way out of the ballpark. Stories matter. Now, how does the stories matter for you guys? Because obviously you don't have like physical products that you can just add stories to. But what's great is that you guys have clients and all of those clients have stories. And of course, you'll probably want to ask for their consent if they're okay with you sharing their story, or you can change their names, what have you. But you can use stories in almost any situation you're in if you want to influence that person to go up your ladder. This is where storytelling comes in. You can use stories in your consultations. You can use stories in your workshops, especially in your workshops and in your videos. When people use stories in their videos as examples, instead of sharing like hard, cold facts, it's so much more personal. It's so much more heartfelt. It makes you look like a person. And also, it's almost like an informal testimonial in itself. When you say, oh, so-and-so client, I helped them do this, and this is what happened. It makes the viewer think, oh, they have other clients and they've had success. Maybe I'll have success also.
This clip was straight out of our coaching program, Level Up Elite. This program is for elder law and estate planning attorneys specifically. So if you enjoyed these tips, feel free to join us in our group. Click the link below and we'll see you there.